Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2. In the last episode, we got the power bombs, and now we're gonna destroy some stuff. Hooray! So, here in the sanctuary entrance, now we can finally use our power bombs to get something else. And that'll clear out basically the rest of this room. Yeah, see, every time. Yeah, we really need to get ourselves some more power bomb expansions so that running out of ammo is not as much of a problem. Let's try to see if we can get some ammo from these boxes. Of course not. Oh, hey, we can destroy these ones too. And fingers crossed, still nothing. Well, I mean, at least we have the one that we need. So, this glass right here is Grobnite and Denzium. So, you know what? You know what we need to do. Boom. What's kind of stupid about the whole thing is that that one thing was preventing us from scanning this. And, oh, okay, no, we did successfully scan it. But yeah, you don't need power bombs for the rest of this this puzzle here. It's just just to unlock it, basically. So what we're gonna want to do is there's a turret up here, and we have a few things that we're gonna want to shoot. So one of them is that right up there. If you remember that area that was locked before. Pretty sure it was over here. I'm not thinking the wrong one, am I? So there's that one right there. And then, yeah, we should be... Yeah, there it is. Okay, that one's a bit more finicky. Once you hit all three of those, you're good to go down. Oops. Okay, yeah, let's just take the safe and not fall off. Good to go down here. You can access this cannon. It will send you back to the mainland. And now that we've unlocked all three, we're gonna be heading over here. So there's a spider ball track here, as well as this is the lore entry I was thinking about. Luminoth lore translated: Torvus Falls. The Ing turned their focus on the Torvus Bog next, sending a vast force to lay siege to the temple there. Thousands upon thousands of Ing were destroyed by our warriors, yet they kept coming until there was no Luminoth alive to offer resistance in Torvus. On that day, the energy of Torvus was taken to dark ether, and our hopes for survival grew dim. Actually, I want to check this. Not the right menu. Okay, we're almost at 80% of the scans, so, pretty good. So here's actually a pretty good place to demonstrate that the angle at which you come off the wall is actually dependent on the direction. Not just that the morph ball is perpendicular to the wall, but actually, if you look at how the kind of energy attaching the ball to the wall is right there, that is actually the direction you will go. So you can kind of, boost yourself up using that. So, like, for example, I just used the boost ball to make that jump instead of using bombs. So that's a neat little thing. It's just a consequence, I think, of how they programmed the boosting off of spider-ball tracks to work. So we've got some more lore here. SJRS's Testament. A cool try to send me back to Ether that I might get reinforcements. Both cadres have been attacked, devastated. The Ing followed me. They came, wearing the skin of beasts. I gave them a good fight, yet I have failed. May I redeem my honor in the next life. Here, at the fortress entrance, I breathe my last. So, you can take this morph ball cannon, and it'll actually net us another power bomb expansion, which we're desperately in need of at this point. So now that we are over here, we have no option but to kind of jump down and take the spider wall track across again, because we need to go farther into Sanctuary. Really, game? I didn't know from the first 2 times you told me. Okay, so we can just kind of drop off the track a little early. Obviously, if you do it too soon, then it's bad, but I usually wait until I'm close enough to drop off safely. So, once we re-enter this room, we've got a new enemy here. We've seen them kind of hibernating in the walls, but now they're starting to awaken. These are Ingsmashers. They're kind of like the Omega, or not the Omega Pirates. They're kind of like the Elite Pirates in Prime 1, with a few differences. They have some similar attacks. So, Mechanoid capable of generating earth-shattering shockwaves. That attack is pretty similar to the Elite Pirates. Energy shield can be breached with opposite polarity beam systems. Designed to fight alongside the Luminoth, the Ingsmasher now seeks to destroy them. In close combat, it smashes its energized fists into the earth to send out powerful shockwaves, then pulverizes any immobile prey. It will fire salvos of missiles at long-distance quarry. It uses an energy shield in battle that can be adjusted to protect against a variety of beam weapons. The shield can be overloaded by opposite polarity beams, however, damaging the Ingsmasher in the process. So, with this guy, you have to wait for it to actually go through its animation here before it'll become vulnerable. So, same thing with the quad units. You're going to want to shoot its fist with the opposite polarity beam if it does that. So, dark beam for the light one, light beam for the dark one. And then basically just kind of unload stuff into it while it's still vulnerable. You can actually bait it into attacking you if you don't want to, switch beams and deal with the with shooting it like that. If you just, get close enough to it, it will swing at you and then just stop doing that attack. So, oh hey, we can actually scan the turret missile launcher. So let's try this. There you go. That's actually probably easier than trying to deal with like switching beams and shooting it. These things do take a lot to take down. So you're probably best off using a combination of charge shots and missiles. Yeah, just be careful if you're baiting it into attacking like that, because it will swing twice sometimes. So just make sure that you back up once it starts attacking. So we're gonna have to. Oh man, we're kind of low on ammo. Let's restock on some stuff. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. I kind of need that. All right. That's what I'm talking about. These are the kind of drops that you never get. So what we're gonna want to do is our goal is actually the main gyro chamber. So I'm just gonna head through the normal way to get there. It might be possible to get there another way, but just go the way that I know that I can do easily. So, yep, I'm gonna put a shield up. So, now the one up top noticed us, which means it might actually attack us with something. Nope, using the shield. So, it is actually easy to get under the shield if it's kind of high up, but yeah, still res bits. We actually haven't seen one of their worst attacks. Basically, if you leave them alone for too long, and they've actually noticed you, and they're attacking you, they'll do this attack that basically kind of like short circuits components in your suit. Yeah, it's not a fun time. Now, there will be Ingsmashers that are active in this area, and I can't get around here. You can just avoid them. They don't... Oh, no, they do lock the door. Okay, so we do have to fight them. So, this is probably going to be bad. Okay, bait you. These guys just have a lot of HP. Basically what it boils down to. So fighting against them actually lasts like a little bit longer. And of course, we're gonna have to fight like all of them, or at least most of them. This game won't let us leave until we do. So actually, one thing that I don't think I have shown off with the Seeker Missile is if you're locking on to the same enemy, you can actually launch all 5 missiles at a single enemy, or you can also basically lock on like twice onto one enemy and 3 times onto another one. You know, you can kind of distribute your 5 missiles however you want. So that's pretty cool. We've taken quite a bit of damage. We're down by 3 energy tanks. But luckily, you know, we have a lot of energy tanks, so it's not too much of a problem. Okay, anytime you want to actually step into the middle of the hologram would be nice. We're using a lot of ammo, and the Ingsmashers, you know, if you want to actually like get in a decent amount of damage against them, you kind of have to. So, replenish, you know, some ammo here. We're getting a lot of powerbomb drops. Not that I am complaining, you know, in the slightest, but it, you know, it's kind of a nice thing. Oops. I thought I selected my beam there, but the game says no. So, we are now officially back at the main gyro chamber, which means we can finally destroy this rubble that was kind of, you know, taunting us before. So we do that. You know, we've got another bomb slot here, and you know, surprise, surprise, another one of these puzzles. So that one's already in the top left. So if you just do that, that'll get the red one locked, and then no, that was actually not the one I wanted to do. It's kind of, it's almost similar to like one of those 15 puzzles where you have to like slide around the tiles and get them in the order. You know, basically the way to solve it is to just, you know, put one of the things in their place, kind of at a time, and then just iteratively do that over and over again until there are no more places left. Now, I will highly recommend hitting the save point up over here before you go any further, because we have a boss fight coming up, and I mean, we do have a lot of energy, so I'm not particularly worried about it, but you know, it is still a major boss, so you know, cannot hurt to save. Plus we'll get all of our health back, you know, before we go, which is nice. So, now we'll make our way back into the main chamber and actually go along this second ring that we just stopped. There's a spider ball track inside. This ring will always stop in the same location, by the way, so that you can actually line up this shot. Yeah, you're not actually supposed to use a power bomb on that. You just have to boost through it. You have to use the power bomb here. But, you know, we've actually seen Dark Samus kind of recently. So, you know, probably figure out by now that Dark Samus is the boss that we will be facing. So I'm actually recommend that you stock up on Dark Beam ammo, because we didn't have the opportunity to show this off in the last fight, but Dark Samus is actually technically a light world being, despite having dark in her name. So why am I using the Dark Beam? I wanted to get more Dark Beam ammo. I mean, we're almost at 150, so hopefully we'll, you know, have enough for what we want. But yeah, so the Dark Beam is actually one of the more effective things against Dark Samus. You know, kind of goes against intuition, but nah, okay, we're full now. So yep, once we step inside this room, though, the fight will begin. So what's more exciting than, you know, a fight in a reactor core? Fighting on an elevator. That's really cool. So, this fight, Dark Samus will have 2 phases. This is the first one. It's called Dark Samus 2, at least in your logbook. So that's generally what most people who, you know, most people call it. Dark Samus Reborn, Enhanced and Vengeful. Enhanced beam system and boost attacks added to arsenal. Stealth field generator present in armor. Tactical scans have identified several new battle systems in the armor system of Dark Samus. She now wields a powerful variant of your charge beam. Her boost attack has been augmented, and the ability to render herself invisible is present as well. Bioscans suggest that Dark Samus can reform her body, short of total atomic disruption. Extreme caution recommended. So, the boost ball attack sucks. You can't do anything about it other than try to avoid it. That's the charge beam. Charge beam shot. Basically, once you get her health down low enough, you'll reach the top, and the area will get a little bit bigger. She has not gotten to. There's only one scan for this fight. She does start altering her behavior somewhat, but so this is what I meant by that. She will basically render herself invisible to you. And you have to use the dark visor in order to be able to track her. So this attack is pretty much the same as it was before. Same thing with the attack that repels missiles. So don't try using that or using missiles against her, because she'll just do the same thing that she did in the last fight. If she is not invisible, she will cloud up your dark visor. So, you know, obviously you don't want to use it when she's doing that. Can be a little tricky if you're trying to hold the charge shot like I was, and also are trying to switch visors. It can be a little annoying. But yeah, the Dark Beam does wonders in this fight. So you can see, you know, her health is already almost gone. And she's... The only major downside to using the Dark Beam is it is a bit slow, so you'll need to kind of lead your shots sometimes. But that's pretty much all there is to it. I think she showed off most of the attacks that she'll do during this fight. A lot of her arsenal is similar to the first fight, just kind of added a little more firepower, the boost ball thing. But that is the end of Dark Samus. You know, or so we think. You can kind of expect at this point that she's not actually completely gone. I mean, because since when has, you know, anyone ever falling off of something actually meant their death? Oh, wait. Sorry, Mufasa. But, you know, if you didn't actually see them die, you know, there's always a chance. So, we're gonna have to take a dark world portal here, and there's actually no way to get back normally. Game kind of prevents you from doing so. But again, we have kind of a puzzle. It literally just involves spinning this around, and then just taking the morph ball track up. That's not morph ball. I mean the spider ball. You use the morph ball to use it, but you don't have to. So I'm just gonna get some more ammo here, or at least try to. And here's the portal, and that will go back to the light world. So for, you know, going to all that trouble of coming up here and facing off against Dark Samus once again, we do get a pretty nice award. It is the Echo Visor. So, by the way, you can completely fall down here, and then you have to go around and do all that stuff again, so don't fall down. It sucks. So this is the Echo Visor. It basically, you know, allows Samus to see echolocation, you know. I think it's probably one of the better visors. The Dark Visor is really just an X-ray scope with different colors, you know. The game can give all the explanation it wants, but it basically serves the same purpose as the X-ray scope. Now, what we're doing here, we can't actually see them normally, but there are these beacons that are emitting stuff that are locking this. So once you hit all of them, though, you can actually use the elevator once again. And we get like a full elevator cutscene for this too. So the area that we were just in is called the Eyrie, which is, you know, is a pretty cool name for it. There are no birds up there, but, you know, kind of a similar concept. But there's really nothing else to do up there now that we have defeated Dark Samus and gotten the Echo Visor. But still, it's a really cool set piece, and I like the way that it looks. But now that we have defeated Dark Samus, gotten ourselves a new upgrade, I think this is a good place to cut it out. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2. I've been redxparasite, signing out.